guys, it's Monet with Tick Life, and today I am filming my I Teach Too tag video. I'm really excited about doing this because I feel it's a great way to let you guys know who I actually am as a teacher and what I do every single day. So the first question is, what do you teach and where? I am currently a teacher in Atlanta, Georgia, and I will be teaching 4th grade this year. The next question is, how long have you been teaching? I've been teaching for 3 years. I'm going into my 4th year. My first year I began teaching in September because that's actually when I finished my program, and luckily I was literally hired on my birthday. So I told my husband before I finished, I was like, I'm going to get a job before my birthday. And he was like, really, Monet? He was like, you graduate what, September 3rd? I was like, yeah, and my birthday is September 25th, so watch me get this job. So he didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but with me knowing who I am, whose I am, and knowing how the education field goes, I know it's going to have a job. So I literally got a job on September 24th. So it was like one day shy of my birthday, and my husband was like, yes. Then the second year I taught 5th grade again. I taught 5th grade ESOL. It was a wonderful experience. I learned so much about the Latin American culture and just about just how different you have to teach to really help students that struggle with the English language. So that was an excellent experience, and I would definitely teach an ESOL classroom again. The third question is, and in my 3rd year, I taught 2.5 months of 3rd grade, and then my husband's in the military, so we had to move, and that's when I started teaching 6th grade ELA, and it was an experience. So I am returning back to elementary this year, and I cannot wait. The fourth question is, what is your typical teacher outfit of the day? So I am a Sunday's best type of person. I really enjoy looking good. I don't do it for anybody else. I was raised like that. The teachers I saw growing up were like that. My mom and dad are like that. It wasn't until this past year I kind of broke out of my shell and started wearing more like comfortable professional, like with the kids and the colored pants and the nice blouses that you could like move in. And it really opened me up because number one, I felt a little bit more comfortable, during the day, which may not be a good thing, but I felt a little bit more comfortable. I was more engaging with my students versus like when I'm in the heels and I have on my dress and I'm trying not to like be revealing, but at the end of the day, my outfit is always very professional, and I like to like put it with jewelry and accessories. That's just who I am. So that's what you would find on a typical day for Miss Brown. 5 says, what do you usually bring for lunch? I bring leftovers. Point blank period. Whatever I cooked the day before is what I'm going to have. If I don't have leftovers, I do the frozen dinners like the Michelinis and the chicken pot pies. My best friend, go to Walmart, stack up on a sign at 88 cents if you catch them on a good week. And I put those in my freezer and I just grab it, put it in my lunchbox, and I go. I definitely put snacks like nuts, raisins, carrots, salads, things that I can like quickly munch on because that's how I keep my energy throughout the day. So I snack and then I eat my leftovers. 6 is, what is one of your favorite books about teaching? I cannot remember the title. I read books all the time. I'm in my master's program. So between books and articles, I'm just digging in and I'm taking in a lot of information at one time. And I feel like that's why I probably can't remember the title of this one particular book I read during student teaching. It was on poverty and how to teach students of that population. And it was excellent. I really enjoyed it. And I wish I had the title, but I don't. But my advice to anybody, whether you're a 1st year teacher, 3rd year teacher, whatever have you, if you really want to learn about your profession, if you really want to learn about a specific skill, strategy, or method, Google it. Google it and put PDF or article at the end, and you will find free resources that give you the information that you need. There's no Amazon, there's no shipping, there's no getting in your car and driving. Literally put it in the internet, put it into Google, and it pops up, and I found so many different things that I didn't know before or I wanted to know more about, and it's just very convenient. So that's what I do. The next question is, What is one of your favorite teacher movies? My favorite teacher movie of all time is Sister Act 2. I am a diehard fan of Sister Act 2. When I was younger, I aspired to be a singer, and I really love Lauryn Hill. And so when the movie came out and I just focused on her character, and I connected so much with that, because like there's one scene in particular where Sister Mary Clarence is like, if you wake up in the morning, girl, and all you can think about is singing, you're supposed to be a singer, girl. And I literally felt like she was talking to me, because at that time of my life, I could only think about music and writing songs and singing and performing, and I wanted to do it, but people in my life didn't really want me to pursue it like that. So I love that movie. But then as I got older and I discovered that teaching was for me, I focused on the teaching aspect of it, and how she went into this classroom with all these urban kids who were not studying her, what she had to say, what she wanted to teach, and she broke into them and she built them up, and she embraced their strength, and she embraced their hobbies and their interests, and she turned that class around. And I mean, she developed a culture, she saved a community. It was just so inspiring. All the things that we should do as teachers is inside of Sister Act 2. So if you have not seen it, I suggest you look at it. The next question is, who are some of your favorite teacher YouTubers and Instagrammers? So on YouTube is like my cable. I am always on YouTube watching videos, and literally I just go with how, you know how it has the suggestions up under the videos, like I'll just click things that I think are interesting. But people that I like literally watch weekly and look for things daily would be Real Rap with the Reynolds. I really loved his concept for his channel. I love how he provides a lot of information about secondary education, which I feel there was a very big gap on YouTube because everybody somehow teaches elementary. But he definitely fills in the gap. I love his strategies. I love his room. I love his character as a person. Like, just he's awesome. And I also love the live chats. So if you don't know about Real Rap with the Reynolds, on Tuesdays and now Thursdays, you can see like real conversations between him and other teachers that are doing amazing things in the education community. And I can't get enough of it. Another person that I really love is the Lettered Classroom. I've been looking at her for about 2.5 years. I just love her organization. I wanted to be more organized at one point in my career. I mean, I wanted to know how to be more organized, and I started watching her, and I just got a lot of ideas and implemented them in my classroom, and it made a difference. Pocket Full of Primary, I love her transparency. If anybody ever asks you, you know, how do you do it? What do you face every day? Tell them to look at a Pocket Full of Primary. She hits the nail on the head, because everything that she faced this past year of her vlogging her entire year, with lesson plan deadlines, difficult students, observations, trying to find a job, like every aspect of teaching is inside of her vlog. I really enjoy it. And she also makes teacher resources that you could use in a classroom with students and centers and things of that nature. So it's really nice to see her use them in her own classroom. And she also has a beautiful personality, and she's very strong and brave. Hi, Pocket Full of Primary, if you ever look at my video. Instagram. I love Instagram as well. I get a lot of inspiration. Teach, Create, Motivate. Teach, Create, Share. I think it's 2 of them. It's 2 different ones. I really like theirs. Teach Like You Mean It. I love her as well. I look at some of everybody, you guys. And I also follow a lot of TPT people on YouTube. I mean, on Instagram. The next question is, what is one of your best classroom management tips? I've shared this tip before, and I will share it again. With classroom management, you have to be stern but fair. Say what you mean what you say, and be consistent. If you're not consistent, it will go to shambles. If you do it for one child but you don't do it for another, it will go to shambles. And if you do not have routine, it will go to shambles. Students misbehave because there's something going on. Either they're too idle, meaning your transitions aren't swift, or maybe you haven't built relationships, or maybe they feel outcasted, or a lot of times if they don't get the material, they're going to distract other people because they don't want anybody to get it. So if you prevent those things from happening, if you have a great routine, if you build relationships with your students, if you walk around your room and you assist students that are struggling, or pull up for small groups, that's an excellent way of deterring misbehavior from happening. So again, be stern but fair, say what you mean, mean what you say, have a good routine, and you should be good to go. Everything else will come. 11, what is one reason you decided to become a teacher? I decided to become a teacher because I literally wanted to change lives. Education is the one thing that we can give somebody that nobody else can steal. Once a person knows how to read, they're a reader. Once a person understands math and they can add, subtract, you can add, subtract. It's just some of those core values that we will never lose. And you're opening the door to somebody's future. And I tell people all the time, yes, teaching is a profession that creates all other professions, but at the end of the day, teaching is the profession that's going to change my community. Because when I'm old and gray and I can no longer teach and I can no longer really take care of myself, I'm going to go to one of my students, or I'm going to go to somebody else's student, and I don't want to go to anybody that can't read my chart, that can't save my life, that cannot add up my groceries, that cannot add up my tip. Like, I don't want to be in an ignorant community. And so because I don't want that future for myself or my children, I have to educate to the best of my ability. And that's why I teach. I did skip one. It was, did you always know you wanted to be a teacher? It was number 3. No. I wanted to be a singer, as I shared. And I pursued singing for a very, 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 very long time. Once I gave up the ghost on singing, I wanted to be an OBGYN. And then once my senior year approached and I was trying to choose schools to have the program and what all should I do to get into medical school, I learned that you had to go to school for 13 years. And I mean, that was like residency, school, like the whole shebang, 13 years. And I was really tuckered out. I mean, really 13 years from K all the way to 12th grade, and I'm gonna do another 13 years. I was like, not doing it. Even though I'm a teacher and I'm continuously learning and I'm continuously going to school. So I probably could have just been an OBGYN. I wanted to be an OBGYN because I want to witness life every day. Like, I know that's kind of weird, but I mean, like, you're helping bring life into this world. It's a very powerful responsibility and experience. And so yeah, I changed my mind and I was like, I'm going to be a teacher. My parents did not want me to be a teacher. They're teachers themselves. They was like, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. The classroom is changing. It's not how it used to be. The students are changing. You're not going to make enough money. You're so intelligent. Please do something else. Become a lawyer. Become a doctor. Like, go, run. And of course, me being a young person, you want me being a teacher? I'm going to be a teacher. Right. So now I'm a teacher. And I think there was one more that I skipped. It was number 8. And it said, who was your favorite teacher? This is a tearjerker for me, so please get your tissue. So my favorite teacher was actually my 4th grade teacher. Her name was Miss Scruggs. She was excellent. Your 3rd grade year, you wanted to be in Miss Scruggs' class. Now, let me tell you about Miss Scruggs. Miss Scruggs did not play any games whatsoever, or like I had somebody say, she didn't play it on the radio. Okay, like you came into that room, there was order. But in that order, she developed relationship. You wanted to come to school. Like, there wasn't no, do you want to learn? Yes, I want to learn, because if I'm going to learn, I got to be in her class. We had class meetings. So before all of these theories and practices and books came out about best practices, Scruggs had it already down. She really built a community with us. We had classroom meetings where you could always put anything in the circle, whether it was about instruction or whether it was about something that happened between you and a student, or whether it was about things going on in your life. Like, she was literally wearing all of those hats. She always bought us things or made things for us. And it was never like super expensive. Like one of the things with the Scruggs class is you became a Scruggs Club member and you would get a t-shirt, and she always won field day. She was just an excellent teacher, and one of the things she always did was she always challenged us. We always had projects, we had spelling bees, and you always studied really, really hard because you wanted to be the last person standing. I mean, the best teacher ever. But one thing I will never forget is how students always came back. People from high school, college, grown people would come into our classroom. They would volunteer with us. And they would talk to us about, you better value Miss Scruggs. You're not gonna always be here. And we're like, whatever have you. No, they were so right. Time goes by quickly, and soon my role changed. I wasn't her student, but I always came back to volunteer in her classroom. I always came back to get advice from her. In my college training to be a teacher, I always thought to myself, what would Miss Scruggs do? My first year teaching, and I was putting my room together, and I would hit those walls with lesson planning and things of that nature, or get overstressed. Miss Scruggs, what should I do? But she was just an excellent person and an excellent teacher. And it hit me the other day, I'll be a 4th grade teacher this year. And I feel incredibly blessed because I actually lost Miss Scruggs last year, a few months after I lost my grandmother, who was like my best friend. So last year was very difficult for me because my monumental, influential people, ladies, they passed away, and now they're just angels. But I feel incredibly blessed because I got to experience her as a learner. I got to experience her as a friend, and I got to experience her as a mentor. And so I'm so excited to be a 4th grade teacher and to keep her going. Like, she's not here, but there are just so many people in my community that know her and that are very successful, loving people because of her. And that's what I want to do. So I think I've answered all the questions for this tag. I hope you guys know a little bit more about me, and I'm so excited to be in this YouTube community. And thank you guys for watching. Continue to tick on. But before I go, I do have something below. My next video, I will be discussing analyzing data. I know that's something that they throw on us and tell us to use and interpret. And so for all those people that maybe haven't had PD or don't understand after a PD, and you want a closer lesson or course or whatever have you on it, I will be filming that video next week, but I am attaching a document below that you can kind of look at until then. So yeah, love you guys. Bye. Tick on. Change lives.